wrong live room. I didn't realize I had to click on my scheduled one. If you stop in, please hit the like button to show. Hi, are you there, Wickshire? Hello. I can't see what this is. Anyway, hope you're doing well today, and hope your connection is doing okay. I'm here. I didn't realize that I had to click in the scheduled one. This is really fun. I've also had the chance to do live with TikTok. Um, Welcome to chat. Let's see. What can I do? Start a poll. Hi, good to see you. Well, actually, I don't get to see you. Anyway, I'm here in my usual place where I usually film stuff. Um, I'm not going to be out in the garden. It is too hot today for me to be out there. But I will maybe when fall comes, I'll be able to do an overview. Right now it's midsummer anyway. And here I am talking to myself. I can't wait to do a live recap for everyone. This will be fun. Um, I'm glad Wickshire had a chance to join. I think he liked it, but isn't here, so. No. If you stop it, how do I pin message? Pin message. I'll pin your message. Let's see. Let's see. Channel activity. Let's see. One of the questions that you guys had for me was how do I store stuff? So the tromboncino squash, as long as it's yellow, like it is here, this means it's more mature. It has a thicker skin. It's not going to dry out if I leave it out on the counter. So here, I just leave them all out on the counter here, like such. I've also got this cantaloupe that I should probably cut soon. I think I'm going to do a video on that. And then the various cherry tomatoes that I have gathered, and I keep them organized in the way that I harvested them, so I know which ones will be ripe. I do at some point end up filtering through to see which ones are red. Ooh, like this one. See how these are somewhat wrinkly? I gotta process these first or make out a paste of it or something. Here are my pumpkins, of course. You guys have seen these. Look at this. I'm telling you, pumpkins can be harvested when blushing and they'll turn ripe on the counter. Look, that is definitely an orange. Do you guys see that? That is an orange. It's going to turn orange. It was originally green when I harvested, but it's going to turn orange. Hi. Anyway, so these are just the pumpkins that I harvested. They're pie pumpkins. Hello, hello. I can see that there are two people. Anyway, chat if there's anything that you want to see. I'm Front Garden Home and wanted to. Ooh, hi, hi. Do you is this limited to subscribers only? Oh, I've got 11 people in here. Anyway, you guys should say hi. I'm Front Garden Home. I enjoy growing my own food and have been sharing it with the internet in the last 2 months. It's been really exciting to engage with this community online. Hi. Um, Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the comment about being beautiful. I appreciate that. Um, and yeah, so I just wanted to show you some of the things that I grow. This is my first time going live, so new here. These are some of the marigolds that I grew. I'll show you some of the pumpkins. I'm in Texas, USA, Texas. Here are all the pumpkins that I've grown so far. This one's green. It's an immature pumpkin, but it's eventually going to turn orange over time, kind of like tomatoes. If you grow, you'll know that tomatoes, when harvest blushing, will turn the ripe color. This is orange. And here are all the cherry tomatoes that I've harvested as well. And then these are called tromboncino squashes. This is a rare squash that you've probably not seen in the grocery store, because of its odd shape. It doesn't store, nor does it transport well. It does seem to have a very phallic look about it, but it is quite good. When roasted, it tastes like a butternut squash. It tastes like a butternut squash and has the texture of spaghetti squash. Um, so are you guys, anyway, is there anything, maybe I should try to join a YouTube live sometime soon. Yes, I am growing flowers. So this was, of course, the marigolds that I grew. I'm not going to go outside right now. It's already 90 degrees right now. I'm not going to be going outside, but I am growing marigolds. I also have these flowers. Okay, so these look a little sad because I forgot to fill it up with water. But these are roses, and isn't it such a pretty color? Really unique. But I am growing flowers as well. It's great for the pollinators. It brings a lot more of them to my yard because I do have flowers. Oops. Anyway, here's a marigold. Isn't that pretty? French marigold. And the cool thing, hi, thank you for joining. French marigold here. Did you know that you guys can open these up? Well, you have to let it dry out, but inside the pod is, of course, all the seeds. So anytime you grow something, you should always be thinking about how can I harvest the seed and grow more? You don't have to consistently go to the garden store and buy new seeds all the time. Just let your flowers or fruits go to maturity, and then you can harvest the seeds on the inside and grow for next year. So it really is a closed loop cycle. Once you get stuff growing, you don't have to continue buying seeds. Just if you like what you're growing, harvest the seeds and regrow it for next year. Oh, you love them too, Abigail? Okay. What else do you like? Abigail, what else, what other type of flowers do you grow? Oh, how can I say hi? Let's say hi. Say hi. Let's see. Anyway. Anyway. Hello, hello. Thank you for saying hi. I'm Front Garden Home. I enjoy growing my own fruit on my front lawn. And of course, I also have flowers as well. I can show you, these are the pumpkins that I've grown. Corn as well. It's now dried. And I could pop it with popcorn, but I could also save it and plant it for next year. Ooh, you grew summer squash. Nice, Abigail. The so summer squash is that yellow one, right? I'll pick that up later. I have these tromboncino squashes, the ones that you won't find in the grocery store because of their unique shape. It's an Italian squash, like I was saying, and it's when you can eat it tender like a summer squash, or over time you can let it ripen and it will taste more like a spaghetti squash texture wise. It's going to turn into spaghetti texture and it'll have the taste of butternut squash, so sweeter than your traditional spaghetti squash. But yeah, okay, this is super fun. What else? What else can I show you guys? Yeah, all the cherry tomatoes I've harvested as well. Lots of stuff going on my counter here. Oh, your favorite flower is blossom. Oh, cherry blossom. Abigail, do you mean cherry blossom? I think that's what you mean by blossom and the pink flower, because those are cherry blossoms. But anyway, marigolds. So anyway, if you guys are interested, you guys should subscribe or check out my videos and see if you're interested in learning more about how to grow your own food or flowers. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I'm gonna have to join in some of the other YouTube lives and see what they do in theirs. I just thought I would say hi, greet, get familiar with the functionality here, and check it out. Yeah. Uh, any suggestion out of based on what you guys know about so far? Is there any questions or things that I can show you guys? Hello, hello, hi. Thanks for saying hi. Um, I know this is kind of a repeat, but some of the things I was showing earlier was these marigolds I grew. So I'm into growing food, specifically flowers to help bring in the pollinators and food like pumpkins, corn. This one's dried, but I'm going to reuse these for seeds next year. And then, of course, cherry tomatoes. These are easy to grow in Texas when it gets really hot. This is the only this is the only tomato that continues to fruit through our 100-degree summers. And then of tromboncino squashes. This is the cantaloupe I grew. I'm going to have to cut it open and see how it tastes. You're going to wonder why there's nibbles on it. Yes, I think I do have a rat in my garden, and it is eating away. So what I've been doing is I've been using those plastic containers that you get from berries and covering it. It's been working so far. Oh, I got a little mold here. I gotta cut this away soon. Um, but yeah, definitely smells like a melon. If you've ever wondered about how to pick a melon, even at the store, what you want to check for is, of course, yellowing. Make sure it's yellow, not green, and smell the butt of the fruit. So this is the butt where the flower would have been. Take it and smell it. Ah, Abigail, do I have any strawberries? Okay, really sad story. I did have strawberries, but I moved them from my backyard to the front yard, and I didn't do a very good job giving them time to adjust to the new environment. So no, I did have strawberries, but I accidentally unalived them all when I abruptly moved them to the front yard, which has infinitely more sun than the backyard, and they just did not adjust well. So it's okay. I will hopefully keep at least one of those plants alive and then strawberry plants alive and try to grow them again for next year. Oh, you want to grow square watermelons? Oh, okay. You know how they grow that? You literally you could just take a cardboard box, or maybe not a cardboard box. You want something that's breathable. I think it's like a net of some sort. You put your watermelon in it and it grows into that shape. You know watermelons don't actually grow like that, right? They literally they put it in that net shape, and then that's how the watermelon grows to fit that shape. Thank you, Abigail. I know it's so sad. Sometimes growing your own food, it's fun. There's lots of wins, but then there's lots of fails as well. And strawberries is unfortunately one of them for me. Thank you for oh, I got a sticker. Thank you. Thank you, cat lover. Appreciate it. But yeah, okay. Uh, what else? What else? Is any questions? Can you say hi, Ava? Oh, cat lover. Hi, Ava. Amazon sells clear square. Oh, Jonathan. Okay. Amazon sells clear square boxes to grow them in. Clear. Oh, okay. I think the other thing I would think about is if it's breathable, because with fruit, especially here in Texas, it gets really warm during the day and then it cools off at night. So then you'll get condensation, I feel, if you don't have a netting of some sort that's more breathable, because that condensation will just kind of sit against the fruit. So that's one of the things that I think I would think about. Um, I'll have to check out the Amazon one though. Maybe the clear square box allows a little bit of ventilation, so you don't have that potential problem of mold growing against the fruit. Oh, Abigail, your question is, how do you know if a watermelon? Oh, how do I know if it's a watermelon, it's good or bad? Oh, like how to pick a watermelon at the store? Hi, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Abigail, okay, so I think what you're asking, yeah, okay, great. Thanks for the confirmation. You're asking about how to pick it in store. I do have a video that I recently shared about a yellow watermelon that I harvested. There's a couple of tests out there, and I did them all in that video. So I don't have a watermelon right now, but let's pretend this is one. One is, of course, there's a thump test, right? So you thump it. This is not a watermelon, but you want to hear like a hollow sound. The other thing is to check to make sure that the butt of the fruit, so this is the butt of a cantaloupe, but same idea. The butt of the watermelon is small, indicating that the fruit is ripe. So if the butt is big, like the hole where that, not the hole, but the place where that flower would have been, it should be small as possible. So ballpoint pin is the size of the last watermelon that I harvested. So thump the size of the butt of the watermelon, and then a yellow spot. So you want to check for a field spot. Typically, most of the melons grow on the ground, and when they grow on the ground, they'll have that white underbelly. You want to check to make sure that it's yellow and not white. Unfortunately, I don't have a watermelon to share right now, but you can go check out my video. So we talked about three, and there's one last one that I need to talk about. Thumb test, the butt, the field spot to make sure it's yellow. And then what was the last one? I don't remember what was the last one. Can I grow apples? I'm gonna get to that in a second. What was the last one? With watermelon, you can't smell it, unlike a cantaloupe. That one's a little bit harder to smell. But yeah. But yes, those are some tests. You should check out my video and see. Cat lover, can I grow apples? Apples. I'm in Texas. I have I have an apple that I sprouted from store-bought apple. Unfortunately, I didn't label it, so I don't know what variety it is, but I am trying to grow them. The apple tree is still young. Usually fruit trees take at least 3 years before they start to potentially produce fruit. It's kind of like, teenagers coming into mature, going through puberty. Um, they're still teenagers, so not old enough yet, but maybe next year it'll start to have flowers and start to blossom and I'll get fruit. So hopefully that's the case. I am definitely growing trees from apple seeds store bought, but unfortunately I don't know the variety, so we'll have to check that out and see. How do you know if a strawberry is sweet or sour? Oh, that one I don't know the answer to, and I'm not sure that you'd be able to assess in the store anyway. But generally, what I found is the more sun the strawberry gets, like this is assuming you're growing them, the more sun it gets, the sweeter it is. So yeah, strawberries are a little bit tougher to tell when you're in the store trying to pick them. Great questions, Abigail. Yeah, thank you guys for joining and saying hi and sending all of the love. Really appreciate it. This is my very first YouTube live, and it's been really exciting. If you're into growing food or growing flowers, uh, I I could be one of the people that you could check out content and potentially learn from. I hope to be that mentor. So do stop by, say hi, ask questions, and learn a few things. Thank you, cat lover. Appreciate the metal sticker. This is super fun. I'm gonna have to check out someone else's lives because this is my first time doing one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for today and hopefully catch you guys next time. Appreciate everyone who stopped by, sent the love. This especially for someone who's just started YouTubing in the last 2 months, so really appreciate it. And I will schedule a future live and see you guys soon. Thank you.